Hey everybody, and welcome back to Raven Song Gaming. It's been a while. I'm Raven, and today we are starting our journey through Dinkum. To start off with, I am terribly sorry for the state of my voice. I have allergies going on right now, and so I sound a little raspier than usual, but I also apologize if you can hear background noise because it's a little bit noisy outside, but I have to do my audiobook style, like story edit recording at night these days because summer is very loud here. When you have all the seasons, then summer is when everybody's getting the most of the daylight, I suppose. So yeah, it's a little bit loud, but I try to do my casual voiceovers like for gaming in the morning, and then I try to do my, quieter, needs to be a little bit more, polished voiceovers and recordings at night. So anyway, sorry for the rambly intro, although not really, because if you've been here long enough, you know that that's just who I am. I have been missing the gaming channel for that reason, not just for that reason, but I really like making these videos. I think my computer's gonna behave. As long as I keep it like a half an hour or under, I think my computer will kind of be okay. I think this one's like 45 minutes, so we'll see what it does. But yeah, this video is basically, it ends up being me just mining and mining and mining. So it's a lot of, I don't know, I feel like the beginning of all of these cozy games like farm sims or life sims, they're always a little bit grindy, but if you're not familiar with the Dinkum, allow me to introduce it to you. So Dinkum is basically like Stardew Valley, but make it Australia and with a different art style, of course. It's a little bit of a cross between Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley as far as mechanics go. So yeah, I think it's probably more similar to Animal Crossing if I had to pick one. But yeah, it's very, like, obviously it's its own thing. I'm just trying to give you something like a reference point if you're unfamiliar. So, you can see here that John is sort of the Tom Nook of the island. So, and John's shop here is basically Nook's cranny. So I'm trying to make parallels just so you can get a better grasp of the game, even though you'll probably have a grasp of it by the end of this video. So, you can come here and you can buy tools and different things like that. However, you have to get all these permits first, and there's two different types of currency, if I remember correctly. There's like coins, and then there's like dollars. One's yellow, one's blue. And I believe that the blue dollars are for permits, and then like the yellow coins are for items. Fletch is the elderly woman that we came here with, and she's so sweet. I love her so much. And she's in the red tent there. Oh, we're gonna go see her. There we go. So Fletch is the one that teaches you how to craft. She's the one where you can use her crafting table until you have one. And when you track an item on any crafting table by clicking the little open checkbox, below, then it will track it for you. So underneath where you see the time and date and stuff like that, you'll have like a sort of like quests, but it's just for what you need to find. So licenses, like she's explaining now, you have to get things like a mining license before you can get your pickaxe, a logging license before you can get your axe, a fishing license before you can get your fishing pole. I think you understand. And then there's more. They get more and more advanced, and eventually, you might have seen there, you can get vehicle licenses. So you can get like helicopters and stuff when you're Dinkum rich. But yeah, so the gold things are like bells, and then the blue things are just like permit dollars. So I can't remember what they're called. I'm really bad at remembering the name of currencies in games. Sorry, but yeah. So I think that I ultimately spend quite a lot of time chasing bugs in this part of the game, in this day, but ultimately I'm just mining and mining and mining. So it does get a bit repetitive. I won't be able to, I won't be talking through the whole thing, but as per usual, I'll kind of give you an overview of what's going on at the beginning, and then I'll just put on some chill music. Those little drums there, those little oil drum looking things, if you have a spear, you can crack those open and you can get a lot of goodies inside. And usually the goodies that you get inside of those things are for things that are a bit more advanced. So your like circuit board things. There's something, I think it's basically like an iPhone, like a smartphone, but they call it something different, which is kind of a common theme in these games. But yeah, so basically it's those little logs laying on the ground. You can just grab those, which is nice. But yeah, basically you want to gather everything you can. You want to get all the licenses that you can really early on. I think the mining license and the logging license is probably the most important ones to get first. But yeah, I kind of run around and just get distracted a lot, but that's what these games are for. But yeah, so I intend to keep making these videos. I'd like to start getting out a video or two a day. That'd be really nice. Because there's a lot of games that I'm playing currently that I really want to film for you guys and talk about, but I am not a good, record it at the time that you're playing person, because I don't think I'm that engaging when it comes to that. So the screen is paused here for a moment, but I'm gonna leave it. Normally I would get rid of this whole thing, but I just want to show you the book, which you can kind of see behind the pause screen. So you have milestones over on the left, the yellow tab. Milestones are like your, excuse me, I had to clear my throat. They're like your bigger goals, right? Tasks in the green there are like your dailies, but they're not the same every day. So someday it might be like gather 5 fruit or, whatever. And then your pedia is like your encyclopedia. So it's similar to the museum or the Critterpedia or whatever in Animal Crossing. You can see why I liken it to Animal Crossing. And then, you have other things. You can take photos if you have the camera when you're out and stuff like that. And I think eventually there is a museum that comes in as well. So it's very Animal Crossing. People come to your island and eventually they set up shop. So mechanically, it feels a lot like Animal Crossing. Although it's, like I said, I don't want to take away from the uniqueness of the game because it's definitely its own thing. But anyway, I just wanted to take a moment while this was paused and the book was open to show you the book. And now we will skip ahead. Look at that. All right. So most of the animals want to kill you, but it is based in Australia. So from what I understand, accurate. But the dogs and the kangaroos, I think they're called jackaroos or something, but the ones that look like dogs and the ones that look like kangaroos, they're nice. You can still hunt them though, but they are sort of nicer. So all these mineral, like ores or whatever in here, you can see that's where I'll be coming to mine. And I think that's why I picked this location, because it was close to mining, which you need a lot of in the early part of the game. Also, I just want to take a moment to thank the developers for not making caves or mines that you actually have to, well, they did, but you don't at the beginning have to go into the mines. You will go into the mines later. I forgot until just now. So there are like deeper mines, but you don't have to like jump into them the very first thing in the game in order to get like basic, minerals and stuff. Here we have an overview of the island, which you can see is very big. And there is actually, once you get all your like major licenses, and you get some of the more advanced things, there is sort of like terraforming and stuff. So we will be actually designing several portions of the island and doing builds and stuff. So yeah. Other games that I am currently playing, I will pop open Steam just real quick. And I will tell you, Steam library. Okay. So Coral Island is something else we'll be playing. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Fae Farm, I have so much more of Fae Farm to put up, but I didn't want to make it like all one game, I try to kind of cycle through. I was playing Grounded. Look, Grounded is the cutest game, okay? I love it. But there are spiders, and you are tiny in that game, and I am arachnophobic, so I don't know if I will be committing to filming that game. Sons of the Forest is not a cozy game, but I want to kind of add some variety in here. So I may play Sons of the Forest. I'm not sure. I may play State of Decay 2. I know State of Decay 3 is coming out in the next year or so I'm really excited about that. V Rising is a game I actually love. You play as like, I almost said as a Dracula. You play as a vampire, and you like build your castles and bases and stuff, and it's really neat. I don't know if I've ever played it on the channel before, but I have definitely played it quite a bit. I have an update actually. I haven't played it in a really long time. But yeah, it's really cool. It's just really cool. So I think I will go ahead and update that. Valheim is something that I want to play as well. So there's a bunch of things that I would like to play that maybe are not cozy, but also I do have that game Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey, which I guess is like an evolution thing or whatever, but it looks really cool. It looks beautiful and it looks interesting and kind of strange, and so that's kind of right up my alley. I have the Assassin's Creed games, Odyssey and Origins. But as far as like other cozy games, I have Cozy Grove, which I would like to get back into. If I can ever figure out how to reset up my Switch, I'll play Animal Crossing again. And I also have, what's that one called? Grow Song of the Evertree is really beautiful. I don't know why more people don't play it. So I might play that. I'm just looking through, and I just have a ton of things that I would love to play. I'll probably play The Forest first if I do play through that series, because the story does kind of piggyback on the first one. In the second one, Planet Crafter, Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, lots of planets. So anyway, I have Sea of Thieves, but that's very difficult to play solo. Obviously Stardew Valley. I also have like Medieval Dynasty, or Dynasty, depending on how you say it, and different things like that. So I have a lot of games. I think I have like 80 games or something on my Steam library. I need more coffee, clearly. please excuse the plane if you can hear it. But yeah, so it's just sort of an overview as I'm jumping back into this channel to let you guys know what might be coming up. So if you guys ever have like a cozy game you want me to play, or any kind of game really, as long as it's not like, I think Sons of the Forest is like my limit as far as like fear factor goes, because half the time I don't even like go into the caves. Unless like, I don't know, unless I'm playing with like my husband and my brother-in-law and I have been playing Sons of the Forest and State of Decay 2, and in State of Decay 2, it's basically I think it's one of the best zombie apocalypse games out there. But State of Decay 2 has zones that you can play in as far as how difficult it is. So it's like green, standard, dread, nightmare, and then lethal. And mine is currently in standard. And my husband's is in nightmare. And so I sometimes just am like, I'll just stay in mine while you guys over there, because it's pretty brutal. And I play games to relax, you know? So I like a good storyline. I like some fighting. That's fine, you know? But mostly I just kind of want to chill, yeah? So I don't know. But maybe if I'm feeling brave, I will play those games. But anyway, I think that's all I really had to say today. I just wanted to say hello and kind of get back into the groove of this channel. I will leave some music on for you now and stop talking. And I will see you guys, hopefully very shortly and hopefully more consistently in the next one. See you there.